This guy's a real weirdo.
What's in your right hand, Chico?
Please don't. This is just a...
Put your arms down.
Yeah.
No, no, it's not like that. This gun is a...
Don't
gun's a
move,
what?
amigo.
Please don't shoot.
Stay still.
Ow!
Yeah. So, I'm not one to comment on guns being Canadian, but even I don't think that that's physically possible.
Our head chef always tells us that an ideal kitchen is a kitchen clean enough.
Surprised he's
that you
not
can
like more
lick the
amazed that he
floor.
shot at the guy's head
Anyway,
and
it's the least that I
he
can do for
headbutted the
them.
bullet out of
The
the way.
others, the chef, the waiters, where are they?
Those guys with the strange smiles. You saw them?
It's dangerous, Aki. Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here. I'm Master Smith.
Awesome.
Yeah, what a weirdo. I don't really know what the point of going in there is, if there even is a point of going in, but yeah, a bit of a weird cutscene, that one. So let's keep going. I think we're coming up to the horrible puzzle, and ooh. Sadly, this is not, well, maybe not sadly, but this is actually one of, yeah, I might as well do the blood. This is actually only level 1 of 2 of this area. After this, we have to go to like this weird apartment complex, and that's where the level ends. So it's a bit of a long one. Been recording for a while now, so hopefully we can get through that in fast order. Ooh, let's see how much we can make this time. Probably enough for like one large one in like a little bit. Eeh. Mashing like crazy here. Oh, here we go. Alright, that's 2. That's pretty good.
You wanna die, huh?
No, I don't want to die. So, with this, I can upgrade my waiver. So I haven't even explained this. Power affects your ability to kill smiles, because power, attack power, whatever. Speed, I think, is either attack speed, pretty sure, yeah. Waver is like the wavering of your gun, so target lock's easier, and you wave your gun around a little less. And criticals is critical lock. So, yeah, all pretty good. Headlock on. So you'll see now what that means. And yeah, so that's from level 3 to 4, not a big deal. From level 4 to 5, pretty big deal, because that's 1,000 blood right there. But if you get someone like Dan up to level 5, he's unstoppable. It doesn't matter what smile you're going up against. He'll kill them. So,
What?
we're gonna try for it.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna get this guy up a little bit though. Down attack is good. And let's give Master Smith some power. Never know when his grenades might come in handy. So yeah, let's get the hell out of here and keep going. Gotta meet Toru Fukushima. After I think the puzzle's coming up soon that we gotta do. I think there's smiles that climb on the roof here. Yeah. Friggin'. Just another friggin' smile. I remember it being super weird though. So, one thing that's actually very helpful about that head attack that we just got, the headlock on, is I believe these guys actually do have where? So you blow his head off. So you get a little bit of blood there. So this is something that is wish I had a phone to record this, but you have to match up in each of the places that we're going to next with the beasts. So it's Black Beast of the North, Blue Serpent of the East, Phoenix of the South, and Tiger of the West. And if I can remember that, that'll be great. The chances of me remembering that are very low. So we'll see how this goes. And you can see the guy on the bridge there. He basically tells you that there's a demon bullet across the bridge, so yeah. So that's a little bit of blood there, which is nice. see what Iwazaru's got to say. Got some helpful tidbits that you're gonna tell me about. You still feeling that what's bad? You probably have, man. Yeah. I have that look a lot, I think. I'm pretty phony. He did... Oh. I didn't have anything to say, really. He did almost shoot Master Smith in the head. Like, dead center of his forehead. It's a pretty good shot, right? Okay, so something I forgot to do was I forgot to check what room this is. So yeah, let's go outside because I want to get this right the first time because I don't have to do this more than that. So this is the West House. So if we remember correctly, it was the white line of the west. So basically go in here. What door you want to close? White tiger. It's a very long tiger, but whatever. So then yeah, you just go to the 4 different rooms and you close the corresponding paper thing, and then you're good. With headlock on, we can make ourselves a little bit of blood every time. And yeah. It's worth only about 15 blood and shooting him in the head and shooting him in the arm or whatever. Yeah, it's a Harmon's room. It's kind of strange, but yeah, can't say. So North House was the black. I think it's called the Black Warrior or something like that. But yeah, that's the one we gotta close. What do we got here? Who do we got here? Oh man, I took out his arms. So, kind of wish I had actually gotten that because Dan Smith now has a down attack that he can do, and it's pretty cool because you don't really get to see it too often. It's like a cool kind of like stomp attack. Who's desperate? Toru Fukushima? Japan territory talks. I think that's where we're going after this. Okay. Whatever. The Yakumo party, I think is what I had to say earlier. What had to do with the ushering in of their president that they want or something. I don't know. Again, the politics of this world are a little strange, so I try not to even think about it. I don't think we actually get a different lock-on with Dan Smith other than that one. I think that's about all you get really with him. Forgot to see what this is. I can only assume it's the east because we've done west and north. So that would make sense, right? So on a GameCube controller, something they don't tell you is that if you use the controls aren't really. There was a controls tutorial, but I never really bothered with it. But if you use the D-pad, you can switch between targets. So, you can do that. Because when you use your, oh, okay. When you use your, what's it called thing? Your, vision thing to see the heaven spawns. Also, his eyes are sewed shut, just in case you didn't notice. But when you use your vision thing, it automatically locks on to anyone who's not already visible. So you can lose your target, basically. So we're going to double check that this is the East House. I'm pretty sure it is. Because cardinal directions don't really change. East house, yeah, that's fine. So let's take this guy down. Some blood. And let's do our last house and then we're out of here, which is really pretty good. Tried to expedite this process because the boss is basically coming up right after this, and then after that it's a cutscene, and then we're gone to the next location. So, and more cutscenes that are just strange and whatever. Woohoo! Let's see if we can make some blood actually. Okay, we're gonna die. Later on in the game too, when you keep upgrading your dude, you eventually get something called slowdown. You can check the TV next time I'm in there. But if you have slowdown, you basically shoot the enemy, and then it actually like slows them down. The bullet does, and you can aim at their weak spot a little bit better. So that's actually really helpful for one enemy that comes up in the Almeida level for the first time, which are these horrible heaven smiles with these large arm things, and you have to shoot the arm things to get them to turn around, and if you do, you could shoot the weak spot, and that's the only way to kill them. So yeah, slowdown, really helpful for those guys. So okay, you have to remember to spend your blood before you leave the area. It's really important that you do. And I'm pretty sure there's another Harmon's room coming up after the boss. Usually is one. Just because if you... Let's get this guy. If you don't, I'm pretty sure you lose your blood. And that's really unfortunate. I also don't think Dan's gun is heavy enough for him to warrant holding it like that on his back. I guess it just looks cool. That's about it. But the dude who's coming up here, I think it's the Platinum Smile, isn't actually that big of a deal. But I can't remember how to kill it. I think you just have to shoot its weak spot. And that's all there is to that one. So yeah, hopefully we can deal with this guy pretty easily. Oh no, no, actually this is really... Actually, yeah, this is actually a really bad one, actually. No. Yeah, see, he tries tricking you there. This smile, I think is called a Poison Smile, I think. And you fight them later on, too. And they're super big in one spot, and you have to shoot that spot. If it's its head, which I'm hoping it is, yeah it is, not a big deal. Sometimes the super huge spot, though, can be its arm. And shooting the arm can be really tricky. And if you shoot that, it automatically transports to you and hits you. And that's no good. Yeah, that's pretty tricky. That's a pretty tricky one, actually. Platinum, I think I keep calling them slimes. I'm not sure if I'm calling them slimes while talking, but Platinum Smiles aren't that big of a deal, and you fight them a lot later on. What else is coming up? I think we're coming up to the cutscene now, I think. Yeah, there's another boss fight coming up, and all you have to do is basically just keep shooting during the fight. It's kind of a silly one, actually, to be honest. Yeah, just keep shooting, basically. It depends on who you are, though, when you play. Because there's a map in the game, actually. If we try to remember where it is. Yeah, okay, so we have a map, and there's a save room coming up. So we can go to the save room, I think? Or maybe not, maybe I screwed that up, and there's no save. And that means we lost all that blood, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. Hey, there's a human. How you doing? Apparently, completely invulnerable to the God Killer, for some reason. Harmon Smith does not have a reload animation, thank God. Because that would take forever. Because he's so old. He's in a wheelchair. Whatever. Owner's room, let's go. We're gonna go talk to Toru Fukushima.
We've been expecting
Very
you.
briefly.
If you will, right this way, please.
Thank you.
Mr. Fukushima is waiting for you inside.
Cool, alright. Thanks, open the door for me, bro. They see me rolling. And again, another cutscene full of politics and stuff, and you barely get to know this guy, really. So what's up? What's the hat?
I always wanted to be a tea master. It's one of the reasons I chose this profession.
What, restaurant owner?
Which profession may that be?
Yeah, dude.
You're an interesting man, and you ask a very difficult question. Perhaps it's a sense of humor that can only come from someone who lives his life on the edge. I wanted to become a politician who could be a true leader, but the world of politics was like a stage where people only acted. They were merely actors playing the politician.
So then you ended up owning a restaurant.
Did you ever think of becoming an actor?
Well, it just so happened that I got a call from the government asking me if I wanted to become an architect for them.
Okay.
Architect? You mean to design and devise?
Yes, I took the offer with delight.
Is that the only thing you do, Mr. Fukushima, the founder?
Could you bring us some refreshments?
Certainly.
Julia Kasugi. You always wonder what refreshments she was planning to bring. Probably some really good food. But all the chefs are dead, so...
It's a really old story.
Yeah.
Union 7, a group made up of 7 young men, drew up the Yakumo Party cabinet policy. The heat of factional politics eventually broke down the Union 7.
What's a 7 in this game?
It was like a warm welcome in the world of politics. It became clear to me then, this country didn't have what it took to compete with the rest of the world.
It must be wonderful to have such a bright secretary.
Not as bright as you, Mr. Smith.
Oh, jeez. What? Whoa. Oh! Oh, man.
Hand over the Yakumo.
Okay.
Lady,
Pretty sure Harmon does something cool here. Ooh. Look at that wheelchair tech. Yeah, so, she says hand over the Yakumo. And kind of makes you wonder, is the Yakumo a party of 7 people? Or is the Yakumo an object that she wants? And you do end up getting 7 rings, I think, in the game. So are the Yakumo the rings? I don't really know. He probably doesn't know either, and he's dead. And it seems like we didn't even have to come here to assassinate him, because Julia Kasugi probably would have anyway. So, again, kind of one of those things in the game where you come here and it feels just kind of pointless, I guess. By the end of the kind of level, you're just like, you know, why did any of that even happen just now? So yeah, kind of one of those weird things. But I think this is a save room. So let's save first, get the blood done, talk to Travis, and then we'll go take down why did I just click that? Go and take down Julia Kasugi. Don't know if you get any kind of profile on her at all. That kind of explains what she's all about, but yeah. We can see how much blood we get from this, and I don't know whether or not it's a good idea to, instead of spending the blood on someone, to save it up. and to save up for Dan to get to level 5 with everything. That might be the best idea, I think, with it, but you know, we'll see. We'll work on it. Because I know we're gonna get a lot more blood later on in the next part of this level, because it's a nightmare. Yo, Travis. Broadband. What do you have to contribute to this? Anything helpful? Something about the assassin being hot. That's helpful. I appreciate that. What? Women can fight. Women can kill people. That's what No More Heroes is all about, man. Don't discriminate. I have tons of cool women in this game who do a lot of fighting and stuff, like Kaide, who's on your team. Jeez, no wonder he's a remnant psyche. But anyway, yeah, the
A pet of the United States.
interesting.
Got nothing better to do anyway. Whenever I see a punk, the assassin of it starts to stir.
Okay.
From here, it's all about enjoying myself. Sure, you got the balls for a shootout?
Got the balls for it.
Dead or alive, you're going down. You won't last a single minute up against.
Yep.
Better get ready to die.
Oh, so scary. Basically, you just have to shoot her. You can't lock onto her, which is a problem. You can shoot that at her, which is kind of funny, actually. But basically, yeah, you got a minute. Let's see if we can actually do this. That must have counted for at least 2 shots or 2 hits or something. Yeah, this is kind of a weird boss because it goes on for like an entire minute, and you just basically have to just shoot her more than she shoots you, and that's not actually that hard to do, I don't think. I would honestly be very surprised if I have lost this one. I think so long as you have one Killer7 dude who has double tap, there's like no way for you to really lose it. We're gonna see who dies in like a second. Probably gonna be her. If it's me, I'll be very disappointed. Yeah, see. 26 versus 16. And then she blows herself up, because that's what a lot of characters do in this game.
Yakumo will destroy your country.
Okay.
Back off before you get hurt.
Why are you concerned about the Killer7? They don't even explain what the Yakumo is. Ever. So, it's just like, okay, fine, whatever, I'll back off, but you still have to explain what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. Anyway, I think we're back at Garcia and Smith's house. But it's just kind of like a, there's no reason to be here, so we just leave. And then we go into a new cutscene with that Kasai guy I think they mentioned. And then we're in a crazy freaking apartment complex with a puzzle on every floor. And this area drives me nuts. Also drives me crazy because you don't start off again with Dan. You start off with Kevin, I think, as your only guy. So we're gonna have to deal with that. Yo, what's up, hero? Gonna save a puppy from an explosion?
I used to come here quite often when I was an exchange student.
Yeah.
I like this place. Kind of run down, but homey, you know.
I know a lot of restaurants
I
like
didn't
that.
come down here to chit-chat. Just tell me what I need to know.
Okay. Let's get down to business.
You're right.
And Mr. Mills has a job for you.
Okay, cool.
He wants you to kill this man.
It's an assassin.
His name is Jean de Paul, 23. An apprentice cook at restaurant Fukushima. He's a spy, all right.
How can you tell?
He's one of the elite international operatives. Killed quite a few government officials, by the way.
I think he's like an ethics guy. They're
Try the
mentioning.
Kaku building. Syndicates from all over the world run their thing in that area.
Yeah.
Guess I'll be on my way then.
Goshen's like, I'm a badass. Arigato.
Sayonara.
Oh, sayonara. See you later. I don't know, man. Oh. I'm starting to remember how much of a slog this next part is. Really not looking forward to it, to be honest. There's a, one puzzle that's coming up where you have to get a code off of a car, I think, or something, and you have to put it into a vending machine. And I'm gonna see if I can go from memory and skip it.
It's too late.
Though I don't know if I'm gonna be able to or not.
We won't see any fireworks.
Man, this file I'm recording is huge right now.
We gave everything we had
Probably gotta stop
to
recording soon.
restoring this country.
Hiroyasu Kurahashi.
Now, all our efforts will end up in smoke once again.
Damn it.
By the hand of the same country that first put us here.
United States of America. Shinya Kiba. God damn it.
This is what happens when you rely on boys.
Yeah.
Now, how should we settle this?
Shut up
Need
already!
old men to do stuff. Kenjiro Matsuoka
Who the hell do you think you
plays a
are?
large role in this
This is
game.
exactly the reason I
Sort
hate
of.
young pricks like
Shows
him.
up at the very end of the game
They lack patience.
for no reason.
Hey, kid, do yourself a big favor. Here,
Blow your head
Yeah.
off.
you want to shoot us with that gun? Go ahead.
I wouldn't
We're prepared
wouldn't
to
tempt someone to
die.
do that.
Shoot us if it will make you happy.
You got balls
But
for it.
it won't make any difference.
Oh, we've done it many times.
These guys are
killing our seniors.
a really
But
frustrating
it's
boss.
How we've always settled things.
It's the only reason why
Look
you make
at you.
Kaede more powerful.
Don't even have balls to pull trigger.
I can say this much. This boy's got no future.
Jesus Christ. Hold on, dude.
You know, a real gentleman would dress more appropriately before his death.
You don't really know what Kunlun shows him here. He does something.
Who the hell are you?
He shows him something. You don't really know.
Why do they treat elders like we are such nuisance?
Yeah.
Only if they knew how much we truly contribute.
I have to agree with you there.
He's yours.
Oh, pretty gross. I think he gives him maybe a glimpse of the future. Or something. Gives him some kind of understanding. Clairvoyance or something. I don't know. But,
So,
yeah.
what do you think, partner?
I think he is finally seeing things clearly now.
I don't know if one shot from a gun would do that to someone's
Well,
head,
you'll
but I don't really
always
want to
be
know, to be
together.
honest, if that's the case. Let's get the hell out of here. It turns out there's no one even inside the boardroom. So what does that mean? I couldn't tell you. So yeah, you gotta remember that code over there, but not gonna worry about it too much, because I'm pretty sure I remember. So yeah, these guys, pretty sure these guys do a little bit extra damage, because they have the smiles on their backs. thing that's really great about Kevin is that he can get really easy critical hits because he doesn't actually blow off limbs. So you can basically just keep this BTJ, CSS, and I want to say those ones. Oh! Memory serves correct! So I did remember it. Ain't that nice? Not a hard puzzle by any stretch of the imagination, but can be a frustrating one. This area is also very frustrating because you have to start fighting poison smiles. And I think I mentioned before that you have to shoot them in a very specific... Actually, I don't know if these guys are the same. Yeah, you have to shoot them in their weak spot, otherwise they... I don't know, maybe not. I think poison spells are maybe different somehow. I can't remember really. But yeah, you can kind of see that Kevin Smith over here. Ooh, that's fine. It's just a black and yellow one. Kevin Smith is a little bit like what's his name? He's a little bit like Garcian Smith, where he what the hell am I saying? Where he doesn't destroy limbs and he's very accurate. This is the Information Terminal Central, where the elites of the world gather and play Mahjong as they show upstairs. I wish I knew how to play Mahjong because it looks so cool. But I know if I tried to, it'd be like that time I tried to learn how to play shogi. And I was like, no, I ain't doing this. I know how to play regular chess, and that's enough. I guess, yeah, owning Japan would be kind of cool. Japan definitely is not on its own in the real world. It's got a lot of support as a country. Can't remember if there's a smile in here. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Unfortunate. Oof. Just gonna have to deal with it, Kevin. Switch over to Coyote because we need to open this padlock up. Yeah. So this area is full of puzzles. And most of the puzzles have very simple tricks, and they're all based off of a kind of gambling. So turning that off turns off a, I think it's like a, you have to get snake eyes or whatever. I think it turns off a, oh, there's a smile. It turns off like a magnet or something that messes with the dice's ability to land on that. If you don't turn that off, you basically aren't able to get those 2 1s or whatever. So yeah, that's it'll take you a lot of time to get that. But this way, I think it is still random chance when the dice rolls, but you do end up getting it after a while. So let's see who's here. Really wish I had Dan. Surprised that did not kill him in one shot. Or whatever. Okay. Oh, shit. Perfect. Damn it. Every character has different levels of power as well, like health-wise, and you can't increase that, unfortunately. But what's his name? Master Smith has the highest health. Basically, if Coyote takes 1 more hit, and Kevin's already taken 1 hit, then we're gonna have to switch to Mask, because that's pretty much the only way to keep going. So we gotta get to those stairs that are back here. And hopefully, no other smiles have spawned. I don't think we have to deal with any on the stairs, I don't think. I'm pretty sure Coyote can take one more hit. But we gotta be very careful because I don't want to have to get him and retrieve his dead body if he dies or something. Okie dokie. So actually, a very helpful screen is the anytime you just enter into an area like that, you kind of get an overview of like the overview of the room ahead, kind of, and that's actually really helpful. You get to see like everything that's going on. Okay. So yeah, I think now we have one more hit, which is good. Yunhyun, what do we gotta get? Gotta get a full house, or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure in this room coming up, all you have to do is select the card and take the card out that you need to get that. I think there's an 8. Jack, Queen, King, Ace, 10? No, shit, sorry, it's a 9, yeah. So there's no, like, consequence to not guessing it right, either. So, you can basically just keep going if you don't know, say for instance you don't know much about poker, and I don't know anything about poker, so you can basically just keep guessing. But yeah, so that's this level. Done. So that's a very easy one. Almost got attacked just there. Luckily made it out very quickly. And I think there's only one more that's kind of frustrating. Where you have to like jump using Coyote into a room or something like that. So I think that's kind of a one that's coming up in a few seconds, I think. It's real harsh, man. It's a gambler's paradise. Maybe they're trying to liken information trading to gambling, as in we're gambling people's lives and information away. Blah 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 blah. Snowden. Blah, 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 blah. Just saw that movie last night. It's actually pretty good. Yeah. There's one that's coming up, which is a little frustrating because it's a horse race and you guys remember a bunch of numbers. And oh man, I wish we had Dan. Memorization is not my strong suit. So these guys are weird because if you just shoot them once, they start walking towards you. And then you just have to just sort of lay into them. And hopefully we can actually take them down. Yeah. You end up fighting a lot of those guys coming up. It's kind of frustrating. Yeah, sure. What's up, man? Tell me straight up. What do you gotta say? War of what? Well, guess what? Fukushima's dead, so what does that even say about anything now? Yeah. What are you trying to say? You're trying to say that we're subpar? You know what, Travis? You know what, Travis? Ugh, okay, whatever. Tired of that. Okay. So 1437625. 1437625. 1437625. 1437625. 1437625. Do we have Dan yet? You can actually take those guys down with regular dudes like Coyote, actually. 1437625. Okay, we gotta take this guy down. Bye-bye. So that was the down attack, actually. That you just saw there. Pretty rare to see, believe it or not. 1-4. Maybe we can get it again. No. There we go. So yeah, down attack is really good for guys who are just calling towards it. We gotta go in this room after, though. Not yet.